You know, Gary, I'm pretty sure, I don't think in the almost 6 years we've been doing this show, we ever did that
We've
song.
never done that one.
That is a great song. Jim Croce, what's his last name? How do you say his last name?
Jim Croce. Yeah.
Croce, yeah, Croce. Quite a songwriter, man.
Yes, sir. He wrote some beauties.
Yeah, he was a good artist.
Operator, can you help me please?
What about Something in the Bottle? What was that one?
Time in a Bottle.
Time in a Bottle. What a great song. Yeah,
Time in a bottle.
what a great song.
Great
man.
song.
You know what? His son is just like him, and he's out touring.
Really?
Gary Malabar, the famous drummer, is playing with him. Yeah.
Good for him. Hope he's doing good. Carry on Dad's
Yeah.
tradition of good music, and that's fabulous when you hear that. Well, you're up here at Carmine's Country Corner with me and, of course, my good friend Paul Marshall on bass, and my other brother, John Palmer. And, you know, last week John sang a song, and we might get him this week to sing another one. We'll see about that. And, of course, Gary Swan. And I'm not going to ask you this week if you're still with the association.
So far,
So far, so good.
I've cut the internet off and my phone off.
Good. Well, you know what they say, no news is good news.
That's what I say around my house.
Anyway, we've been having a lot of fun, and this is actually kind of a religious holiday. It's actually Palm
On
Sunday.
Sunday. It
And
is.
you know, I was born and raised Catholic, and I'm not sure, I know what Easter is, of course, but I'm not sure what Palm Sunday is. Something must have happened. I know they gave palms out. We did that when we were kids
That's
at
when,
school.
Jesus-
We would give each other palms.
Jesus came into Jerusalem,
Yeah, when he went
Oh,
into
that's
Jerusalem.
right. Yeah.
and that's when all the bad things started
That's
to
where all
happen.
the trouble started. You know, he should have stayed out of Jerusalem, I guess. I don't know.
Everything went south from there.
My mother, I'm not going to talk too much, but I will tell you this, is an old Sicilian kind of a food, a tradition called la pizza. And it's a heavy bread dough they kind of make, and then they fill it with like cheese, ricotta cheese, and eggs and different things. But then they kind of wrap it over, and it ends up being about this thick, and it's kind of heavy, but it's very tasty.
Sounds good.
Oh, it's really good. My mom made it every year, and I have 11 sisters, and I think out of the 11 sisters, I think about 9 of them do it every year as a tradition. My wife Susie does it. She's been doing it since for 54 years since she met me. And some of my grandkids are doing it now, and it's called La Pizza, and they usually do it on the Friday night before Easter. They get together and they celebrate, and they make this, and then they bring them around the family, and as part of like the dinner or whatever you're eating that day, you know, la pizza. Do you remember that, Kim? Yeah. Sure. And Sue got pretty good at making it. Man, you know, she tries to make it exactly like Mom taught us. Now,
Yeah.
my dad was from Sicily. Oh, God, I'm sorry about that. Bring those down just a notch, so all 3 of them. Just bring them down a little. Please, thank you. My dad being born in Sicily, it came from, it's a Sicilian,
Yeah.
and it's actually like a peasant food. It's for like, you know, people who don't have a lot. This is the kind of eggs,
Which was most of the people.
eggs and cheese. Yeah, in those days. So anyway, this next Sunday I'm gonna get to eat. I only have it once a year.
All right.
It's good stuff. Look it up, folks, on the internet. It's on there. If you decide you might want to get in on that, it's kind of
called
fun.
pizza.
And then we celebrate the holiday making our pizza.
Sounds good.
Okay, enough of that. Paul,
Yeah.
hit me with a
Let's
song.
do Gone, Gone, Gone in the key of G, y'all. Ready? Go around. 1, 2, 3. She said if I ever deceived her, she'd be gone before I could
very happy when I lost the good love I'd found. She swore that she'd leave and she left me before my first tear hit the ground. And she's gone, 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 crying won't bring her back. No more that I cry, faster the train flies, far down the track. If I only knew where to find her, I would crawl there on my hands and knees. Each tick of the clock's a reminder she's 1 second farther from me. And she's gone, 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 crying won't bring her back. No more that I cry, faster the train flies, farther down the track. And she's gone, 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 crying won't bring her back. No more that I cry, faster the train flies, down the track. Yeah, the more that I cry, faster the train flies, down the track. I just thought of a funny story.
Tell me.
I had like my hip on the broken and everything. And my friend is taking me to Starbucks. I'm getting out of the truck and this car behind us is laying on the horn and cursing and hollering and I finally get out and it's this lady and she's like screaming at me. So I go inside and my buddy is driving the truck. He comes in, he says, "Where's he at?" I said, "She's right over there, and I wouldn't mess with her if I was you." I just thought that was so funny. Where's he at? He's go take care of business.
And somebody once told me they were stuck in a rainstorm right in the main lane on this road. I mean, the hood's up, it's poured rain. Back in the 50s when, you know, if the ignition thing got wet, you were out of luck. You know, one of those. He said, "I'm trying to dry it off. I'm under the hood." He says, "There's a guy behind me for 5 minutes." He's just honking at me. He says, I finally walked over to him, tapped on his window, we put it down. I said, "Listen," I said, "if you want me to, I'll sit here and honk your horn if you can go up there and fix my car."
Good.
Because I'm trying awfully hard and it ain't going nowhere. And I thought that was fun. What are we doing?
Tell us about your red Telecaster.
What about it?
Tell us about it. You got a comment.
Oh, yes. Well, this red Telecaster, I'm very proud and honored to say that my brother Louis and his lovely wife Jeannie bought this for me for my 80th birthday as a surprise. And I've got plenty of Telecasters, but I don't have a bright red one. So last August, when I took our little trip with Susan across the country, we see many entertainment artists, you know, Johnny Blankenship and Ronnie Gilbo, a bunch of guys, Don McGinnis, of course, Jimmy Harris. We see all these people, and we play with them. And we end up in Nashville with James Burton, who's very famous, and everybody here knows and loves him, and he's happens to be a really good friend of mine. Somehow that happened about 50, 60 years ago, and we've been buddies ever since. But I've never asked him for anything. I don't bother James Burton. I just respect him, and we have a great relationship. And I walked in with this red telly and showed it. He said, "That's a nice guitar." I said, "James, I never asked you for anything in almost 60 years now." I said, "Would you sign my guitar?" And I've got over 30. I got like 35 guitars, and I've got quite a little bit of a collection. And I've never had him sign anything. I don't ask him for stuff. And he said, "I'd love to." And right there, if you can get in on that. That's James Burton's signature as of about a year and a half ago. This August, I'll be seeing him again. But last year, I had him sign my Telecaster. So this guitar's for. So my Rosewood telly, those of you who know what that is at home resting. And I'm working the red one today.
Gave it the night off.
It's great. Palm Sunday. The Rosewood telly got Palm Sunday. Oh, you just sang one. I guess we'll toss it back. If you feel like singing, I can hand you a microphone. No. Not right now? Okay. Well, you know, I don't push.
One song every 5 years, I think.
You think that's good enough? Well, it certainly won't get you fired. Anyway.
This is in G.
All right, key of G.
Today
I
I
love the song.
started loving you again. I'm right back where I've really always been. I got over you long enough to let my heart ache melt. But today I started loving you again. What a fool I was, thinking I'd get by with only these few million tears I cried. I should have known the worst yet to come. Time for me had just begun. I said today I started loving you again. I'm right back where I've really always been. I got over you just long enough to let my heart ache melt. But today I started loving you again. What a fool I was, thinking I'd get by with only these few million tears I cried. I should have known words yet to come. Crying time for me just begun. Today I started loving you again. I'm right back where I really always been. I got over what that was
Nice,
about.
Gary.
I customized my own ending. Shouldn't have done that.
Oh, it's good. Tight.
Don't forget to hit like and share. And you can find the Carmine's Country Corner on YouTube and at the mall.
Ask me if I miss my baby. I guess I will every day. I don't like it, but I guess things happen that way. Ask me if I miss her kisses. Yes, I will every day. I don't like it, but I guess things happen that way. God gave me that girl to lean on. Then he left me on my own. Heaven help me be a man. Have the strength to stand alone. Don't like it, but I guess things happen that way. Ask me if I'll find another. I don't know. I can't say. I don't like it, but I guess things happen that way. God gave me that girl to lean on. Then he left me on my own. Heaven help me be a man and have the strength to stand alone. Don't like it, but I guess things happen that way. Ask me if I miss my baby. You know I will every day. I don't like it, but I guess things happen that way. Ask me if I miss your kisses. I guess I will every day. I don't like it, but I guess things happen that way. God gave me that girl to lean on. And left me on my own. Heaven help me be a man and have the strength to stand alone. Don't like it, but I guess things happen that way. Don't like it, but I guess things happen that way. We're humming just a little, boys.
You gotta move those monitors.
Oh, God, I don't want to walk
Keep
out there and do it.
down enough to hear you.
Let me move these monitors a little bit. Kind of like that, maybe?
Maybe like that.
That'll do it.
Maybe that. Maybe turn another one towards Mr. Marshall.
Okay, let's go with that. Check, I don't hear it feeding now. What do we got?
To Fort Worth, I love you.
I love that song.
In A.
Give me a running start.
Here we go. 1, 2.
I broke jail in Oconee, Georgia, changed my name to Jelly Bill. I was wanted for some time I had killed. I shot down Martha Hawkins and I robbed her of her pride. And I picked Fort Worth as a place to hide. Well, those Georgia jails don't have such a beautiful view. But Fort Worth is such a beautiful place to disappear into. On the muscle of my arm there's a red and blue tattoo, and it reads Fort Worth, I love you. Well, Fort Worth town is the best I've found for a hang around like me. I buy a chili dog and watch a rodeo on TV. In Fort Worth, killing time's no crime, so now I'm in the clear. And by the way, Martha Hawkins will find me here. Yeah, those Georgia girls don't have such a beautiful view. But Fort Worth is such a beautiful place to disappear into. On the muscle of my arm there's a red and blue tattoo, and it reads Fort Worth, I love you. Well, those Georgia jails don't have such a beautiful view. But Fort Worth is such a beautiful place to disappear into. On the muscle of my arm there's a red and blue tattoo, and it reads Fort Worth, I love you. It just reads Fort Worth, I love you.
Good song. Down for it. Hey, you know what? I never put the lights on. Is it too dark? Honey, you know where the light switch is? By the door. Now, you'll see it right there, maybe. I hope.
This portion of the show is
We
brought to
never
you
put the
by
lights, the overhead lights on.
ST Products. Keep
Oh,
your truck seat a
Then
facelift.
now they can see us.
Yeah.
That's it. No, just the one. That's it. You got it. Leave it. It's just the outside light.
Yeah, come on, tell
We
them,
got it.
tell
You
them
know.
about ST Products.
Oh, ST Products is Saro Turosian, my son-in-law, grandson-in-law, married to my granddaughter. We started the company, and it's geared just towards semi-truck owners that travel all over the country. I noticed I travel every August, and I cannot believe how many trucks. And I thought it's got to be a way to work the upholstery business into that. So Tony, who's in that kind of business, knows all the big companies of it. We came up with a seat cover, slip-on seat cover, and we make it. We sell. In fact, we just sold about 4 sets this week, which is pretty good. And you know, it's not knocking the world down, or it's not going crazy yet, but it's catching on. It's only about a year old. And that's what that company is. And the reason they asked me that, folks, is because you can't see it, but I have one of those big 10 by 10 foot shade things that pop up, you know. And we did a big truck show, and we had one made up, and it says ST Products and all that. It's got our website and everything. And the slogan there is, "Give your truck seats a facelift."
I like it.
That's a good line, right?
Good line.
And yeah, we sold quite a few of them, you know, but we're still working on it. Anyway, that's the story behind that. So what do we got? You just sang one. Gary, you want to do another one? Hey! Carmine's Country Corner. It's on Facebook and YouTube. Push like, push share, and if you're on YouTube, subscribe.
I've got a good one. Here's a tune called, what's the name of it? And the guy, you know,
The
that
guy
wrote
that
it.
wrote it, yeah.
Busted down in Baton Rouge, headed for the train, feeling nearly faded as my jeans. Bobby thumbed the diesel down just before it rained, took us all away. New Orleans. Well, I took out my heart out of my dirty red bandana, and we're blowing a song while Bobby sang the blues. Well, windshield wipers smack in town, Bobby's You gotta be pretty dumb to send your girlfriend away after riding in the truck all that way.
That's a great song.
Yeah, it's a great
Chris
song.
Christopherson, how do you beat him?
Yeah. He's a great songwriter.
Great song.
So if you write songs as good as Chris Christopherson, don't forget to push like and follow us.
That's right. Come on up and sing one of them.
Yeah.
We'd love to hear you.
What's that other mic there for?
Oh,
What's
so
that
this
mic
is a new thing we're kind of starting. Every time somebody, I have a guest artist or somebody kind of walks up, we always set them up a mic and an amp. And I decided, rather than do that at the last minute of every show, when I get here and set up, we're always going to have a mic and an amp ready for what I call walk-ons, people that just show up that might happen to do this kind of thing, or a guest artist that
Yeah.
we invite up.
Walk-ons or guest?
Walk-ons and guest
Guest
artists.
artists.
And I think we're going to put a little sign there that says walk-ons and guest artists only.
We have a guest artist tonight. He's playing the drums.
Yes, yes.
He's gonna sing a song for us that he
Can you give
wrote.
him your mic?
What
What's
song?
John said what song?
No, I wrote an instrumental.
Hey, weren't you at the rehearsal today?
Yeah.
Yeah, I did write. I am a BMI writer now.
Are you really?
Yeah, I got a song in a video game called Crime Boss.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
And they sent me this cool. It's the coolest thing I think I've ever gotten on the phone. It has a picture of Michael Madsen. You remember him? And it's an AI of Michael Madsen. So it's like a cartoon character. And it has my song written and performed by me right
Nice.
next to his. I went, what?
Well, that's kind of cool.
That looks pretty cool.
Yeah,
And
you're
then I
walking
got a
in
song
tall
that-
cotton with that guy.
and a mini series, some kind of mini clown series.
Oh, fun.
I usually ask for money.
Well, they
Yeah.
give me money,
You know, in this music business,
but when they offered me money for that stuff, I said, "Are you kidding me? I
Yeah,
don't care how much you want to give me. Take that,
whatever it is.
whatever it is, I'm taking it."
But this little thing of playing music, some of us do it full time, like Paul's full time writer, full time producer, full time studio engineer. Like he does music. That's what he does for a living, right?
That's right.
You eat, sleep it, drink
Yes,
it. It's
For a so-called living,
well, you know. The point is, you fight to fight.
I
That's
do.
what you do.
I'm in there slugging.
Yeah, me. I'm like a part-time guitar player, fun guy. You know, I have a business, and that's what I raise my family with. But this has always been kind of a door opener to a lot of fun places and fun people.
And that's how I met you.
That's right, through a recording session
right.
that Jerry Swallow was supposed to do, and
That's
instead
right.
I showed up. And we had a lot of fun. It ended up being over a 50-year brother type relationship. And yeah, Paul and I are very close. John Palmer was just talking about, you know, he does this little song and somehow it leaks out there and gets into a video game, and then he's got his name next to this big guy that does this stuff. And, you know, a lot of, I ended up one time on a Don McGuinness album. I did that song Clayton Delaney that I sing here all the time, and we sang that song, and somehow some producer or somebody got a hold of it. It ended up in England, the album, and they were playing our album, and we had each done 2 songs. Don did 2, Steve Hunter did 2, I did 2, Mike Johnstone did a couple, then we did a couple. It was like 12 songs on the album. It ends up in England, and they mailed me a thing of some radio station in England where Clayton Delaney was like number 4 on the top 10 chart, that they were playing me singing Clayton Delaney
Wow.
on this station in England. Obviously not a big station. I never received any money. Tom T. Hall never called me and said, "You gotta pay me," because I never made any money. But I got that paper at home. It came all the way from, and it was just like fun, you know. It's just, and I know Gary's got a million stories, that kind of stuff. You did all kinds
True
of fun
story.
stuff.
ESPN wanted my whole catalog.
Really?
My whole catalog.
Wow, what happened?
They didn't want to pay.
Really?
They wanted me to do it for free.
Give it to him.
Just give it to
It
them.
might have been worth the exposure, though.
Yeah.
Well,
It's like that's what they thought.
I heard that before a couple
well, I
times.
know that, but you talk about ESPN. I'm going to tell you about ESPN when my brother Lewis invented that saddle rack.
Yes.
And we were right in the thick of doing this thing. We were doing every major pool tournament for men and women all over the country, and in like Germany, Poland, England. I think we did one in Taiwan. I mean, we were doing every, and we were on ESPN in those days more than Michael Jordan. I mean, you saw solder everywhere, and we sold a ton of racks because of that exposure.
Well,
Because they hit a lot of people.
that's good.
You know, so you got to kind of weigh out. I got 100% of nothing, or I might get 10% of something pretty good.
Yeah.
I might sell some stuff. So you don't know. You know, you don't know what the call
I
is.
like it when I had a manager and the guy at the restaurant said he gets a free meal. He said he's not homeless.
Oh, if you take the cake, you get a free.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Part of
Thanks.
the huge fortune of playing at that
Well,
place.
I'd have to think about that one. Okay, back to music now. We told all stories.
What is that
What do you got?
feedback coming
I
back?
got a
from?
waltz in the key of A.
See, I love waltzes.
It's called I Really Don't Want to Know. You wanted some old country stuff.
did.
And this, you don't get much older country
Well, I
than
mean, the
this.
key wasn't too awful. That's about 50
No,
years
no.
old.
I'm gonna cut your mic down now.
Go ahead, do it.
See if that stops.
That might be it.
151 in the key of A. A 1, 2, 3, 2. How many arms have held you and hated to let you go? How many, I wonder, but I really don't want to know. How many lips have kissed you and said you're so alone? How many, I wonder, but I really don't want to know. So always make me wonder, always make me guess, and even if I ask you, darling, don't confess. Just let it remain your secret. And darling, I love you so. No wonder, I wonder, but I really don't want to know. So always make me wonder, always make me guess, and even if I ask you, darling, don't confess. Just let it remain darling, I love you so. No wonder, I wonder. But I really don't want to know. No wonder, I wonder. But I really don't want to know.
When it goes to the beat, that's good. The G flat,
You're talking about on the bridge?
yeah. When it walks down from the D to the B.
Even if I eat
Well, it's E, it's a 4.
it's 5. Darling,
No, but you're in the B.
it's the 4 of the B, but it's the 5 of the keyboard.
Right. Okay, you got it. Let me go to the G. Okay, gotcha.
Cool.
Had a little chord to straighten out. I didn't hit that one anyways. I was playing it safe, but I just wanted to know for sure.
That's what a pro does.
Well, that's what we try to do. We try to listen, and then sometimes we still don't get it right, but at least we're listening.
We're
So,
trying to.
You know, Harry Orlov has the best saying I've ever heard in the world. One time on stage, it might have been me he was talking to, because I'm always kind of flying by the seat of my pants, having fun. He did some song, and when he was done, he didn't look at anybody in the band. He just stayed straight, looked at the audience, and he said, "You know," he said, "if you don't know the song, don't guess." I love that. You don't know it, don't guess. And you know, a lot of professional players who don't know the song, they will not guess. They won't hit it until they know
He
that's
had
what
the
it is.
best selection. So many drummers.
Yeah, so many drummers, so little time. Anyway, but that's a great song. I want to have a little something to drink. My throat is dry. And tell a friend about the show, and let's keep building this thing. We're going to be 6 years in May doing this show, for 6 years. Boy, that's a lot of Sunday shows. So, Swan, you got one?
I sure do. I came prepared.
He's the man of the best. Key win. What do you got?
Okay. I'm going to guess all the chords in this song.
Okay. And I'm already playing all the keys.
A little tune by, what's his name? Boy, you should get in a room when nobody knows anything. They go, you know, the place we used to play down there? Yeah, what was that called?
Taco Bell.
With that guy, you know, the guitar
But never
player.
mention the name of the place.
Yeah, that had the hat. You know, he played it all the time.
Remember that?
This is about One More Last Chance. Vince Gill. I said, Vince, you know, I played some of your songs. I saw him in Nashville. He said, thank you very much. I thought, well, that's an odd thing to say.
Ben,
Yeah, what are you gonna
the
do?
cheers around. Well, that's good. He's rearranged the front. So what do we got? Q-Bay?
One More Last Chance.
But I didn't meet the guy that wrote it.
What?
I met the guy that wrote that song.
What's the
I
name?
thought that was Vince Gill.
I don't think he did.
Vince, why are you taking credit?
I don't know that he didn't.
There you go. That's it.
Well, you wrote the song?
Right. An A. Yeah. Almost guess it again. Take it again. I like it when you sound it. She was standing at the front door when I came home last night. Good book in the left hand, rolling pin in the right. She said, "Come on, the lights out, whiskey on your
Good.
More?
Yeah. How about that? See you next week, folks.